Hello and hello, and today we're talking Dinosaur Island. But first, I need to address why I've been gone for a little while. Simply put, work, work, and school. Work all of a sudden decided to have me work full time. 40-hour work weeks. I was working 20, then I started working for 40. Now I'm working 30. Okay. Also, I had to go to college orientation the other day to register for classes, meet people, tour the campus. Got to meet my roommate for when I move into college, so that's nice. But anyway, that's my island. So this is just lore and history of the island, and also break down all the characters, cause why not? So we'll start with the characters because you need to know the characters before you know the lore. So first of all, season one has 6 important characters, 6.5. I say and a half because the Carnotaur's mother is only important because she dies so quickly. It's the first season introduces 12 characters, but 6 of them die in the first season, so who cares? The main ones that are important are Albertosaurus, Oviraptor, Dilophosaurus, Spinosaurus, Megaraptor, and the juvenile Carnotaurus. Season 2 has a lot more characters. In the first episode, you got Gorgosaurus, the Carcharodontosaurus baby and mother, along with Allosaurus. Second episode, you got Psittacosaurus, Wurosaurus, Gargoylosaurus, Ankylosaurus baby, Triceratops baby, and Pentaceratops. Episode 3, you got Giganotosaurus, T-Rex, and Acrocanthosaurus. And then in episode 4, you got the Deinonychus and the Utah Raptor. Rest in peace, the Deinonychus. So, most of these characters actually do stuff, but I'll talk about them more individually later. Season 3, you got the other Iguanodon and Triceratops, along with the Cretasaurs that all die instantly, so who cares about them? Then you also got the main 4 dudes, Baryonyx, Ceratosaurus, Shinsaurus, I think is how I say it, and the Spletosaurus. Season 4 just introduces another Psittacosaurus that dies instantly, and Tropicanathus. And Season 5, if you've watched it, has a Diplodocus, a Brachiosaurus, and a Patasaurus. Don't worry, they are dead on arrival. Another Stegosaurus, who again, dead on arrival. A Psittacosaurus, a Parasaurolophus, again, dead on arrival. All these guys are just dead as soon as we meet them. And then we also got the hybrids, Stegoceratops, Cobrolophosaurus, Indoraptor, Spinodaphosaurus, Acralobertosaurus, the Gigas Rex, and the Indominus Rex. So that's all the characters. I'm gonna break them down real quick. Dilophosaurus. I'm gonna break down the little storylines and stuff. Dilophosaurus fights Megaraptor, decides he doesn't like him, joins up with Contorosaurus who doesn't like him, feuds with him a bit, um, eventually he joins up with the Carcharodontosaurus, but then he also just kind of dies at the end of season 3, so yeah. Oviraptor, in season 1, doesn't do shit. And in season 2, I decided to make him just have a cameo in every episode for fun. And I also did this in season 3, except I forgot an episode. And he also has a blink and you'll miss it cameo in another episode, so he's a lot less prevalent in season 3. Season 4, I decided to have him have a very mild, rivalry storyline type thing. And season 5, I decided to give him something to do. Just kind of be like a sidekick to the humans, basically. Yeah, there's also all the human characters. We'll get to them later. Albertosaurus, he just kind of does his own thing until he joins up with the A-Team, as I call them. And then the A-Team gets killed by the Indominus. One by one. He's the second one to get taken out. Spinosaurus, he's just kind of a jackass in the first season. He fights, I think a fly just flew on me. He fights a Carcharodontosaurus, and he also fights. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a fly buzzing around here. He also fights a T-Rex in the second season. In the third season, he starts beefing with the Baryonyx, but also still manages to make room to fight a T-Rex. In the fourth season, he has to leave his lake because it dried up, and then he fights a T-Rex. It was the same T-Rex for a third time. And then he heads to Atalusa to T-Rex be friends with Baryonyx. And then season 5 hasn't done anything. Next up, I'll save Contours and Megaraptor for last because they got a lot of history with each other. Next up, the Car baby just kind of tags along with the Car mother until it dies. Allosaurus just kind of steals Albertosaurus' kill before they join forces with Acrocanthosaurus forming the A-team, and then he dies later. Um, Gorgosaurus, he shows up, Giganotosaurus kills him, then I retcon that death and bring him back in season 5 just for Giga to kill him again. Carcharodontosaurus, big one, has a whole storyline trying to get food for herself and her baby. Successfully manages to do it, but the baby dies in the process, so that's a slight problem. And then she joins up with Carnotaurus and Dilophosaurus before eventually being killed by the Megaraptor. Cetaxaurus doesn't do shit. Wurosaurus doesn't do shit. Ninkausaurus' mother, other than a brief fight with Carcharodontosaurus, gets killed off screen by the Giga. Triceratops' father just gets killed by a Pentaceratops after a couple fights with it. Then you got like the Pentaceratops, which is sort of like the herbivore villain. Beasts with the Triceratops baby, just and also the dad too, I guess. But then also gets its ass kicked by Indominus and Giga, just kind of throughout the series. T-Rex 2. And then the remaining three herbivores just kind of join up and form like a group. The Gargoylosaurus, the Ankylosaurus baby, and the Triceratops baby. They just kind of join forces. The two babies, once they grow up in season 4, enact their revenges and then just kind of team up with them, and Oviraptor eventually joins the squad. But Gargoylosaurus does get killed eventually. Then you got the three big boys. The Rex, the Acro, and the Giga. Acro's the least important of the bunch. He loses to T-Rex in his debut appearance and then forms the A-team, doesn't do much as the A-team, and then he gets killed by Indominus. And he's a nice villain in the season 4 finale, I'll give him that. Then you got the T-Rex. T-Rex in season 2 doesn't really do anything. He just gets into a couple fights. In season 3, he again doesn't really do anything, just kind of gets into a couple fights. Though he does have like a rivalry building with Giga and Spino. Then season 4, he goes on like a tirade, like, I'm just gonna beat every single big carnivore on the island to just be the king of the island. And he does it. But then season 5, Giga gets revenge and beats T-Rex, but then they join forces to beat the hybrids at the end. And then Giga's like the big villain of the entire series, really. Right next to Megaraptor. In season 2, he doesn't do anything, really. It's more of a teaser season, because he just kind of kills Ankylosaurus off screen casually and attempts to murder the Gorgosaurus. In season 3, he attempts to murder the Pentaceratops, and then later comes back and tries to kill T-Rex. Season 4, he successfully murders the Cetacosaurus, and then tries to kill the humans, but is warded off, and then is presumably killed by the T-Rex, only to come back later. In season 5, to get his revenge on the T-Rex, actually killed the Gorgo, and then he gets beat by the Gigas Rex, so he decides, I need to team up with T-Rex to beat these hybrids, and then he does that, and it's all happy. Deinonychus dies instantly. Utahraptor, honestly, I probably should have done more with him. He goes on a killing spree in season 2. He kills Deinonychus, Karkar's baby, and he also kills the Cetacosaurus. He also beats the frickin' Megaraptor in a fight. He scares off Oviraptor, manages to evade the Call Card Dinosaurs. He does a lot in Season 2. Season 3, though, he doesn't do as much. He loses to Megaraptor in a fight, and that's about it. And he also fights Gargoylosaurus in an attempt to try to kill the Triceratops baby, but fails. So he's nerfed hard in Season 3. Season 4, he officially teams up with Megaraptor, gets a couple kills, but then is killed himself by the Acrocanthosaurus. So he's a fun side villain. Then you got the Season 3 cast. Now, we can just ignore the 3 dudes who just die instantly, aka the herbivores who I just recycled. Iguanodon, Triceratops, and Cretosaurus. Then you got the actual main ones. Baryonyx just kind of beats with Spinosaurus the entire time, and that's it. They just kind of reconcile at the end, so that's about it. Also, he gets a random kill in Season 4. Spinosaurus and Shinsaurus just kind of team up the entire time before the epilogue, where they finally just kind of get chill with the Spletosaurus, and that's about all they do. Also, they get random kill, and Spinosaurus also randomly fights the Tropicanatus. Shinsaurus just kind of fights the Spletosaurus a couple times, gets a loss, gets a win, that's it. And the Spletosaurus, he's kind of like the apex dude in the desert, minus the Spinosaurus, but Spinosaurus chills in lakes, so what can I say? I've kind of already explained, these 4 dudes just kind of interact only with each other, really. Tropicanatus just kind of flies in, crashes planes, flies out. That's his whole memo. And then he gets killed by Indominus. We can know the 6 dudes who just die instantly. Then you got the hybrid. Spinosaurus doesn't do anything other than get killed by the Gigas Rex. Stegoceratops doesn't do anything other than get killed by the Triceratops. Indoraptor just kind of gets a kill, escapes, then has that fun little sneaky sequence in the Northern Complex before getting killed. Cobolophosaurus, fun fact, the only one who never left the complex. The laboratory, I mean. And also the only dinosaur to be killed by a human. Yeah, that's all he does. He gets killed by a human. Acrylobottosaurus, a fun secondary antagonist. Officially killed by Carnotaurus, he just kind of breaks out, chases the human some, gets distracted. Oviraptor, I guess, led him to the whole Carnotaurus, like, Dino Mob at the end, and then they just killed him, you know? Gigas Rex, a good, like, second in command to the Indominus, you know? And Indominus, just the big bad of the entire season. Now for the actual lore. Humans not crash land, like they make landfall on the island, but like they're not prepared for dinosaurs, so most of them get killed, but then they get saved. Human government is like, okay, we got an island full of dinosaurs. Let's send in a research team to check it out. Then most of the research team gets killed. Like, oh crap, alright then, well. Send in Send in the military to shoot them all, but then that team gets killed. Like, well, crap, we want to just bomb the island? And Byron's like, no, 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 I'm gonna freaking make hybrids. Like, sure, go at it. But then he gets killed. So, yeah, that's a summarized version of the human lore. Then there's the human characters. Chris dies instantly. Luke does nothing. The Matthews, 3 of them just get killed and that's it. The main Matthew, he's slightly more important, but he's not that important, really. Also, the freaking, like, hit squad from Season 5. Yeah, who cares about them? The Desert Squadron. They all do nothing. The 4 Squadrons, slightly more interesting. Max, fun, comedic relief character, that's about it. Briggs, a nice second-in-command, semi-human antagonist type dude. In reality, he's just kind of just a mild asshole to Jonas, and that's it. Foxtrot. I don't know where I was going with that whole joke. Nowhere, really. I didn't have like a plan for it. I just kind of did it. Then you got who's got Samson, fun secondary character. Dennis. I don't know why I put Dennis in there. I had nothing for him to do the entire time. The pilots, they're a fun side cast thing. Alistair, I like him. Communications dude. Jonas and James is like the main dudes. You know about them if you watch the series. And then you got Gregory. I like to think he was the pilot who also who also flew Jonas in his research team. I like to think that he was that same pilot. Why not? And then you got Alpha, Beta, and Charlie. Just guns for hire. That's their character. Aiden. There's actually fun lore behind Aiden. He is inspired by this one random moment in season 1, episode 2, where I break the fourth wall and address myself on camera directly as a human who lives on the island. So I decided to just take that one random moment and say, yeah, let's make a whole character, let's make a whole season, where that's like the plot hook. Then you got the bad guys, Byron, evil scientist dude, Ooga Booga, Jackson, second in command scientist dude, Ooga Booga, Craig, who cares? He doesn't have any lines in like 3 of the episodes of the season. And finally, Contours and Megaraptor, Ooga Booga, the big two. So I'm just gonna talk about their lore with each other, because most of the lore's with each other. So Megaraptor in season 1 is just trying to get food. In the process, he kills a Carnotaurus. That Carnotaurus had a kid. That kid no longer likes the Megaraptor. They fight briefly. Carnotaurus wins. Then Carnotaurus teams up with Dilophosaurus, and they fight the Megaraptor again at the end of season 1. But this time the Megaraptor wins. Ooh, good. Wow. I'm just making noises. Season 2, Megaraptor and Carnotaurus interact only at the end of the season, where it's another 2-on-1 scenario, same dynamic as before, but this time Carnotaurus and Dilophosaurus win. Also, Carnotaurus and Dilophosaurus team up with Carcharodontosaurus to make like a whole adoptive family thing. Then the next time Carnotaurus and Megaraptor interact is season 3 finale, where it's another 2-on-1 scenario. He kills Dilophosaurus, so it's Carnotaurus and Carcharodontosaurus versus Megaraptor. Megaraptor wins. Kills, like immortally wounds the Carcharodontosaurus. Also, Megaraptor fought like Utahraptor in an episode before, and Carnotaurus just went like a hunting trip in an episode before. That's about it. That's all they did off screen. Oh yeah, by the way, in season 2, Megaraptor also got beat by the Carcharodontosaurus, like the episode before it fought Carnotaurus again. Season 4, there's a big time skip, so Carnotaurus could be an adult now. Now, Megaraptor is just hunting the humans the entire season. That's all he does, he's just hunting the humans, while Carnotaurus is hunting him. And then in the season 4 finale, Carnotaurus just kills the Megaraptor and finally gets revenge. Yahoo! Season 5, I had nothing for Carnotaurus to do, so Carnotaurus doesn't do anything. And we're done! So if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like or subscribe if you like it, or you can leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about it. You can also follow me on Instagram, everlix5. I'm not even gonna plug Twitter anymore. I haven't opened that up in weeks. And until next time, I'll see you later, everybody. Bye-bye.